Newsflash, a university moved to fire a professor after he defended a student's right to debate gay marriage, and now he's suing.
That was a whirlwind.
Yeah, a whole bunch of a conglomeration of.
Can you say all that again?
A university moved to fire a professor after he defended a student's right to debate gay marriage, and now that professor is suing the university.
Okay, shout out to the professor.
Yeah. He can't even debate it.
Yeah, but that's. Let's see if we can get through this video without an uprising from the internet. All right. So, Washington Post reports that a tenured professor and a legal institute are suing Marquette University, claiming that a breach of contract for the suspension imposed after he publicly criticized an instructor for a stifling debate in class. So the conflict actually began back in 2014 after a student complained after a philosophy class that he was disappointed that he and others who questioned gay marriage had not been allowed to express their views during the classroom discussion. The graduate student instructor told him that the opposition to gay marriage was homophobic and offensive, and it would not be tolerated in her theory of ethics class.
Okay.
John McAdams, which is the professor in question right now, he's a professor of political science at Marquette, and he blogged about it, and he said he wrote that the instructor was just using a tactic typical among liberals now, which in itself is a questionable comment, but
right.
Yeah. So the tactic that he's referring to is that opinions with which liberals disagree with are not merely wrong and are not to be argued with against on their merits, but are deemed offensive and need to be shut up, which I kind of, I kind of see his point a little bit with this, because liberals do, they get like that.
Yeah,
like,
I get it.
Yeah.
But I get why at the same time.
Yeah, it's like you got to see both sides with this. Like
Yeah.
you can't be opposed to somebody else's point of view, but at the same time, it's like you can't be a bigot.
You gotta hear both sides.
Yeah.
In order to genuinely form your own opinion, you gotta hear both sides.
Yeah. So of course, the story went viral, and the instructor was targeted on social media. And McAdams was suspended without pay the following month and banned from campus. And in March of this year, he was told by the university president, Michael Lavelle, that he could not return to teaching unless he wrote a letter acknowledging that his behavior had been reckless and incompatible with Marquette values, and that he feels deep regret for the harm he did to the instructor. They're basically shaping this man's morals for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. It's like,
Wait,
so I'm not a homophobe in any way, but all he did was write a blog post saying that the student should have been able to defend his viewpoint. Right. It's not. He didn't even say anything about gays in particular. He just said this student should have freedom of speech in the classroom.
Yeah.
Right.
that sounds like silencing in a
Censorship.
censorship.
Yeah, it does.
That's
So on Monday, McAdams and the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty filed a lawsuit in Milwaukee County Circuit Court claiming breach of contract, which, I commend them for, because it's like, this is controversial, and you could get a lot of backlash for, suing a school who's trying to get you to not, I guess, have bigoted views, but he didn't have them. So
right.
He said nothing about homosexual people. So I don't know.
Sounds like the school's got an agenda.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's some conspiracy in the school. I don't know. But I don't know. How y'all feel? Like, should the classroom, because I guess it was an ethics classroom, should the classroom limit themselves to this is what? I don't know. I don't know how to how do you shape moral?
You have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Even if you have your opinion by saying that's wrong, we're not going to talk about it, it's not going to change anyone's opinion.
Yeah.
You have to discuss it and explain if it's wrong.
Yeah, and of all classes, an ethics class.
Yeah.
An ethics class? Come on now.
It's like, what is it? Being PC?
Yeah.
Even if you're...
You know what? That's not even really true, because we can't even say it's about being homophobic versus freedom of speech, because there was no homophobic thing being said by the professor.
By the teacher,
so he's the one that's receiving all this backlash. So it's just like,
I'm on the professor side.
I have to be like,
but in a counteractive way, like what's it called? The school probably is trying to defend its own image.
Yeah.
So like, I can see why they would do that and to not draw any hate towards their school, but like, there's a certain way to go about it.
Is Marquette
did not go about it right.
Private institution?
I'm not sure actually.
Because in one of my classes they said if it's public institution they can't do anything for what you post on the blog.
Yeah,
so that's your thing.
Mind you, I didn't even say that Dr. McAdams has been blogging for more than a decade, and he's published. Yeah, he's published almost 3,000 posts on his blog, of which the university administration has never disciplined him. They never told him anything was wrong about it, and he has the right to talk about controversial topics on his blog. So it's like, this wasn't like a one-time response. Like he does this, like. He does that.
This cool professor going to the blog. He's been doing this. So Jesus.
Gay marriage is a hot button topic.
Well, let's flip the script real quick. Like, what if the student was speaking out against black people? What if he was saying like, I feel like I should be able to speak my piece. I don't like black people. So
freedom of speech.
If the professor says, this student should be allowed to do that because it's freedom of speech. You know we get mad.
I know as a race we'd get mad, and I'd still be sitting here like,
that's his opinion.
That's his opinion. It makes him look like an asshole, but it's his opinion, and we're completely entitled to hate him for it. But you can't stop him from saying it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm not even sure, but like from what the article is saying, I don't think that even the student made outwardly homophobic statements. I think that he said like, I can have a different view about gay marriage. That was the extent to what he said.
He was posing a hypothetical situation in an ethics class.
What
the heck?
Yeah, I can't say that if it became a racial thing, I don't have the right, but I might feel differently about it. Like I might have to see it in a different light because it's relatable to me. But like in either situation, it's not right. It's like freedom of speech is what it is.
It is what it is.
This is the spin, play. That's it.
Devil's advocate. Hey, perfect.
Oh my God.
Devil's advocate, we have to explain the case in the opposite view.
You're right.
Basically,
Oh my God.
So,
this could go so bad.
Let's see. Let's defend the school.
We can defend the school. That's a better angle than I was
Yeah.
thinking about.
this is an institution built upon principles.
Principles in which nobody is allowed to say anything homophobic.
So
that's wrong.
It was against the teacher to go against the institution's rules like that.
You gotta go.
Hey,
clearly,
if you're talking about gay marriage, that's gonna make students not want to come to our school.
Exactly. It has to be in a positive light. Always.
This lighting, never purple, always yellow.
Every time.
Does that?
PC,
sure,
bro.
that works.
You gotta be PC,
PC,
bro.
bro.
Social justice, 1, 2, 3. Woo, woo. I wanna be PC. Woo, woo. It's just a way to be for me and you. Woo, woo. Your hateful slurs are through. I come woo on you. We're fighting to your PC, black and blue. We are language police, fighting bigotry.
That word.
Hurtful words can suck our turds cause it's PC for me and you. Yeah. Okay.
Transition.
Let us know what you all thought down in the comment section below. While you're here, you might as well check out another video over here. Warren Buffett bought his house back in 1958 for a whopping $31,500, and he still lives there today. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Wow.
Smart.